Calculate the unknowns in each of the following diagrams, giving answers to one decimal place. So with the first one, with the right angled triangle and the angle here, this one is the adjacent, this one is the hypotenuse, telling us we're using the cosine. So the cosine of 62 degrees is equal to the adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. And so x is going to be 18 times cos 62 degrees. So 18 times cos 62 gives me 8.5 centimetres to the one decimal place required. Now in the next one, we're told that y is obtuse and we want to find y. We don't know anything opposite y over here. But we do know this angle and this side, so we could work out this angle just here. So let's call this one P or something. Now, we're trying to find the angle that I've called P first, so label that as A, then this side is A. This angle would be B, and this would be B, and we're using the sine rule. So we have that A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. And substituting in, that means that 14 over sine P is equal to 12 over sine 35. Now, we were told that y is obtuse, which means that we need this one to be an acute angle. So we don't even need to worry about the ambiguous case. And we can certainly go to E-activity and use the sine rule activity. So what do we know? We know that the A is 14. We're trying to find this one, so select that one. The B is 12. Oh, that's already in there. That's quite nice. And that one is 35. And just to make sure I find an acute, I'm going to do a 0 to 90 here. And then we'll solve. And it gives me 42.0 degrees for this one. And so our y is going to be 180, take away 35, take away 42.0. And let's just quickly get my other calculator up and do that. So 180, take away 35, take away 42 is 103. And I'm going to put 0.0 degrees because it did say to one decimal place. Finally, we want to find this angle here, Z, and we know the three sides, so that's a cosine rule. And if I just quickly go back here and go into the cosine rule activity, my formula is quite nicely there at the top of the screen. A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos A. And so this one would be A, this would be A, B, and C. And so I've got 9 squared is equal to 10 squared plus 12 squared, take away 2 times 10 times 12 times the cosine of Z. But we're just going to solve for it anyway. It's just to make sure we get marks, we always write these things down, and it's handy that it's actually written for us in the top of the E activity. So we have got little a is 9, B is 10, C is 12, and we are trying to find this angle A. And it gives me 47.2 degrees. Now, Zelda is 1.6 meters tall. She is standing 14 meters from a tree that is 4 meters tall. She is looking up at the top of the tree. Draw a diagram to show this situation, indicating the angle of elevation. So if we've got Zelda here, at 1.6 meters, and she is 14 meters away from a tree, and the tree is 4 meters tall, then here is the angle of elevation. And now we're asked to calculate the angle of elevation. So if we just look at the top triangle there, remember we've got right angles, then it should be clear. 4 take away 1.6 is 2.4 meters. So that's this length just here. And then we've got 14 meters, and the angle of elevation is just here. And this therefore is the opposite and the adjacent. So therefore we're using the tangent. The tangent of our angle is equal to the opposite divided by the adjacent. So theta is the inverse tangent of 2.4 divided by 14. So we have got the inverse tangent of 2.4 divided by 14. And that gives me 9.73 degrees.